I would say that yes, culture does affect my buying habits. I immigrated to the States from Ukraine. So during the Soviet times, food was scarce. There was not a lot to buy. So nowadays, whenever I go to the store, I make sure to buy things, with a little bit extra. So God forbid if I don't have time to go out to the store, or maybe the mentality of not having food in a supermarket. That way I have a little bit extra at home. So usually I buy more than I need. So I would say that definitely my upbringing does affect my shopping habits. Um, for me personally, I would say that language does not play a big role in my shopping habits because I came here when I was younger. So, in terms of going to stores and having a language barrier, it's not something that I have. If I were to talk about my parents, that would definitely language does play a role in whatever they buy or which stores they would go to. If they have an option to go to an American supermarket versus a Russian store, they would go to a Russian food store. But oftentimes, whenever I am at a supermarket and I see products that might have Russian writing on it, I do feel like it's closer to my heart. So maybe I will choose that product versus something that only has English writing on it. So I don't listen a lot to like foreign media or let's say Russian TV. But whenever I am with my parents, I listen to Russian radio. So oftentimes there are commercials that go on, and restaurants are being advertised or stores. So if there's a lot of positive feedback, I might make my way to the store to see what they have to offer. So that would be the only, I guess, media exposure that I would have in terms of influencing my buying habits. So I would classify myself as a Russian Jewish American. So that's how I would identify myself. In terms of my buying habits, I wouldn't say that, there's certain things that I go to or gravitate towards because of my Russian background. They're just things that I like, and that's what I purchase. In terms of my buying habits of clothes, I grew up in a Russian family, and my parents always believed when you buy something, it needs to last you. So oftentimes when I was younger, my parents would always look at the labels of, clothing to see what it's made out of. Is it going to be good for you? Can your body breathe in it? So I definitely think in terms of my clothes buying habits, that it definitely plays a role. My ethnic background plays a role.